And also, she's really going out here defending a very unpopular administration. The Democrats, they're very unpopular right now, and their issues are unpopular. And she's running out here trying to protect and defend that, and it's not a good look, especially with black folks. We ain't trying to hear none of that shit. And her social media strategy is forced. She's trying too hard to go viral. Yeah, it's cringy because it's performative sass, and she's out here promoting more immigration. So you're not really reading the room. And also, to be very honest, that whole strong, sassy black woman trope, that shit is being overplayed. Yeah, that lost its muster. Yeah, see, this is why the DNC, they're about a decade behind. They think, okay, let's push out that strong black woman, sister girl shit, and everybody's going to fall for it and fall in line. So they get Jasmine out here to be the sassy, no nonsense black woman to excite the base. And people are tired of that shit because, okay, strong black women didn't run around sassing all day. They did something for the family. They provided for the family. They sacrificed for the family. They fed the family. They advocated for the family. That's where the strength was. The strength wasn't you running around being loud, sassy, with big goddamn caterpillar eyelashes and flipping bundles all day. You know what? And that's not associated with black woman's strength. That's associated with hood radishness, which is the opposite of black woman's strength.
This is not what we should be doing. I don't even know why we fighting with Greenland. Why we fighting with Greenland? We fighting with Canada. We fighting with Mexico. Yet we in love with Putin. What is happening? Like, this is not America. This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me the because I'm ready to.
The queen of the ghetto, man. The queen of the ghetto. She's illiterate. She's illiterate.
What other ethnic group got their elected officials doing stuff like this, bro? Crazy. And what's so crazy, a lot of y'all probably are clapping your hands applauding this shit. Like championing this shit right here. This is crazy, bro. She's doing the chick that's drunk at the club face. That's what is she doing here? This is the ratchet tongue. She's doing the ratchet tongue, bro. The ratchet tongue, man. Y'all don't remember when Cardi B was doing that fucking ass shit on Vine all the time? Yes, the ratchet tongue. Folks, we gotta do better, man. Like, this was something that kids would do. Like, her children. You feel me? Like, why are you guys up doing this type of stuff and you guys are supposed to be elected? She's supposed to be an elected official. Like an elected person, right? Or a person that works in the government. Shouldn't she be working with more maturity? Like, this is crazy, bro. But like I said, it's so many of y'all out there that saw this and was like, oh yeah, you go, girl. Not realizing how bad this makes us look when it comes to being like a politician and running the country and stuff like this. Like, when you have a mature mind and you're a leader and all of that stuff, you're not even thinking about doing no shit like this. You ain't got time for it, bro. What if Trump came out with some shit like this, bro? Oh my gosh. That would be crazy, bro. That would be crazy. But I'm done. I want to hear from y'all. Are you guys enthralled by this? Like, are you guys enthused, happy? You know, is this exciting for you? Is this awesome? You know, is this tea or what? I don't know what y'all call it nowadays, but is this something good to y'all? Y'all let me know if I'm tripping or if I'm reaching. Please. The ins and outs in between all that.
The queen of the ghetto. Y'all know how I feel about this lady. Ratchet. Queen of the ghetto. You know, and Texas ought to be ashamed of itself. You know, Texas ought to be ashamed of itself.
The Democrats seem so lost. And here's Jasmine Crockett, who is, I thought, a big leader in the Democratic Party. Her quote is, "This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me the because I'm ready to get on with it." On with what would be my first question. And also, this is the way this is like how a podcaster talks or some shit.
The dumbest I've heard. I just, and this lady's worth millions and millions of dollars on $100,000 salary. This lady right here is worth millions and millions of dollars. The queen of the ghetto. She has ghetto-fied Congress.
law enforcement, local law enforcement, they are always going after crime. And they don't say, oh, you committed a murder? Oh, but you're an immigrant? Well, let me let you go, right? So they are always focused on crime. They continue to say things like the illegals and that they broke the law coming in. But what they're not telling the American people is that it is a civil violation. It is not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. It's not a criminal. It's a crime. It's not a crime, which is why they're so frustrated, because they really want our local law enforcement to go out and round up people when they could be looking out for the murderers and the sexual abusers as well as the robbers. They want them to go and round people up on civil accusations. And so that's why I wanted to point out, don't give me this fake outrage about criminals roaming our streets when you guys stand 10 toes down for the biggest criminal that we have ever seen go into the White House.
This lady needs to be arrested. Yeah. Take her wig off, her eyelashes, her nails. Make sure she's all natural when she goes in there. And we got to just put her hands behind her back. Yeah, strip her all to her natural state. Strip her to her natural state. Take the makeup off, the wig, the eyelashes, the nails. The queen of the ghetto. And walk her in there. She needs to be audited. She needs to be audited. This lady needs to be audited and everything. We need to run a full background check, a full audit. She needs to be expelled from Congress.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. When you try to kill ourselves, we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Yo, this is the Ranking Rizzler on Appropriations, serving Connecticut's 3rd District. It's time to enter your dark academia Congress.
Connecticut ought to be ashamed of itself. I know y'all embarrassed every time y'all see this lady. I know y'all embarrassed, man. Shout out to KTV. I know y'all embarrassed. A disgrace.
Congress era. All right, besties. House appropriation is the money moves in Congress. We are not chasing the bag. We are the bag. Democrats are making life smoother through government funding. It's giving, it's giving. So
take this lady wig off, walk her out. She has to put her hands behind her back. Ugh. Every time I see this lady, my body get the tingles. Every time I see that wig, man, I don't know what it is with that wig. That wig right there was custom made. Connecticut ought to be ashamed of itself.
Sigma main character energy. But Republicans' Project 2025 is mad sus. Eliminating the Department of Education? Negative aura points. Basically, the biggest phantom tax on the environment, on your education, and your rights. Big L posting it online, buddy. Democrats understood the assignment, but go off. See how I keep you informed? Very cutesy, very demure.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we got to talk about more humiliation and embarrassment.
Shout out to my boy Greg, man. Shout out to my boy Greg, man. But I couldn't wait to get into this. Thank y'all for sending this to me. I love y'all. If you're new here, join the family. You know, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And again, man, we back with Bill Maher. Y'all can see, and you see it in the intro. And we're gonna call it for what it is, man. We are going to call it for what it is.
Embarrassment for the Democrat Party. As you guys just saw at the beginning of this video, the Democrats have nailed the faucet to, hey, we're going to post cringe videos online to make it seem as if we are hip, okay? We're a part of the Gen Z culture, right? This is what they're doing in order to appeal to people because they're not a serious party. They have no serious policy positions or ideology outside of Trump derangement, right? The Democrats literally stand for nothing except being against Trump, right? So, yeah, that was put on full display this week. And now Bill Maher is roasting the Democrats, specifically Democrats like Jasmine Crotchet, who has decided to go full-blown ghetto, right? She's taken off the wig, right, so to speak, and she's just revealed herself to be who she is, right? She's just ratchet, okay? And I want to play a highlight clip of some of the things that Jasmine Crotchet has been saying throughout the week that has raised some eyebrows about whether or not this type of behavior is fitting for a sitting congresswoman.
If you really want to know who the criminals are in this country, you can Google it. You don't have to trust me. But the people that commit 80% of the most violent crimes in this country are white supremacists.
White supremacists. White supremacists. White boy tears. White dominance. White. Oh, this lady here, man, I tell you. Texas ought to be ashamed of itself.
Let me make sure y'all got the facts. Most extreme crimes that take place in this country are committed by white supremacists. 80%.
Child, are you ready to see this fuck ass, fake ass felon on stage? I see you got your cross because you know the devil is here to still kill and destroy.
I needed some garlic. That's it. I need some garlic too. I need all the things, honey. Am I ready to see him? No.
They can't even tell us what a woman is. We know this fella here don't know. He definitely. I tell you, these sweet sugar canes, they just, it's a mental illness, man. Trump derangement syndrome is eating them alive. It's a mental illness. Some of these people need help, man. They need help for real. They need help, man. Girl, I know you girl, I know you're not ready for this speech. I heard you gonna walk out, girl. Like, what the? And these people are in the house. I just, it's a laughing stock, man. We can't I'm telling you, Americans should just be striking, man. We just ought to just strike everything. We ought to just strike everything, man. When you got people like this in these positions, we ought to just strike everything. That's what just shut it all down, man. We need to just put our foot down.
But, we'll see. I'm here.
Look, I'm calling it the state of delusion with this man because obviously he's very delusional. Yeah. Child, let's talk about delusion. This man really thinks that he's going to give the American people, and some people believe this lie, that he's going to give us a $2,000 check. The math ain't mathing.
2,000? I thought it was 5.
Maybe it's 5,000. They can't get their numbers right.
Let me help you. It's 0. How about that? It's 0. And I know people going to feel away. Listen, all I do is give y'all facts. So you come back to me when you don't get that check and say, Jasmine, you were right. Just like y'all want to get out there and say all kinds of, other stuff.
He's hearing all kinds of nonsense and bullshit. Let me just be real. And we weren't gonna sit for that shit. We wouldn't. We showed up. And if he had some sense, then maybe we would have been about that life. But y'all know he ain't got no sense. So please give some love. This took a little bit of coordinating to do for sure. We got some cool shirts. We got Madam Williams.
This is not what we should be doing. I don't even know.
They really thought anybody cared. They really thought anybody cared.
Why we fighting with Greenland? Why we fighting with Greenland? We fighting with Canada. We fighting with Mexico. Yet we in love with Putin. What is happening? Like, this is not America. This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me the fuck up because I'm ready to get on with it. That while we may not have the numbers just yet, that doesn't mean that we don't have fight left in our bodies. And so I am going to fight him every step of the way until we get what we deserve. Because it was my ancestors that built this motherfucker. Okay, I'm done now. I'm done.
First of all, thank you for making the back of my head famous. But second of all, if we could do a sequel If you could
A
tell,
sequel.
if you could tell Donald Trump anything tonight, what would you tell him?
I would tell him to grow a spine and stop being Putin's hoe.
And before I get into Bill Maher's response, because I know some people say, well, it's just the white man criticizing a black woman for being herself, for being black, right? Before anybody says that, just understand, it's not just Bill Maher that finds Jasmine Crotchet's behavior to be very unprofessional.
Even other black people. That's why I had to show y'all the video in the intro of the video. Even tons of other black people are reporting right now on this woman. They are fed up with this woman. Even her own people. It's not just the white people. It's not just them. No, people are sick of this ghetto ratchet woman. You know, and Texas ought to be ashamed of itself. She needs to be removed, man. And before they remove her, she needs to go through a full audit. And I think she ought to be walked out with handcuffs.
And actually really degrading, okay, and embarrassing for black folks. Also Tariq Nasheed as well, too, who is basically the king of the FBAs. He doesn't like Jasmine Crotchet's ratchet ghetto behavior either. Take a look.
And also, she's really going out here defending a very unpopular administration. The Democrats, they're very unpopular right now, and their issues are unpopular, and she's running out here trying to protect and defend that, and it's not a good look, especially with black folks. We ain't trying to hear none of that shit. And her social media strategy is forced. You know, she's trying too hard to go viral. It's cringy because it's performative sass, and she's out here promoting more immigration. So you're not really reading the room. And also, to be very honest, that whole strong, sassy black woman trope, that shit is being overplayed. Yeah, that lost its muster. See, this is why the DNC, they're about a decade behind. They think, okay, let's push out that strong black woman sister girl shit, and everybody's going to fall for it and fall in line.
Dead,
so they get
bro.
Jasmine out here to be the sassy, no-nonsense black woman to excite the base. And people are tired of that shit.
People tired of
because,
it, man.
Okay, strong black women didn't run around sassing all day. They did something for the family. They provided for the family. They sacrificed for the family. They fed the family. They advocated for the family. That's where the strength was. The strength wasn't you running around being loud, sassy, with big goddamn caterpillar eyelashes and flipping bundles all day. You know what? And that's not associated with black woman's strength. That's associated with hood radishness, which is the opposite of black woman's strength.
Hey, I gotta say, I might disagree with Tariq Nasheed when it comes to the reparations stuff, but when it comes to his criticisms of Jasmine Crotchet, Jasmine Ratchet, he is 100% correct, okay? Black people are not rocking with it. A lot of people are not okay with the fact that you have this sitting congresswoman who claims to represent black folks acting in a stereotypically ghetto way, right? It's a really bad look for black folks. And, you know, strong black men at the very least. No, we don't like that, right? We don't like that at all because we understand what a strong black woman is. A strong black woman is not some ghetto fabulous congresswoman that's loud and sassy. No, that's not a strong black woman. A strong black woman is a woman that understands her role as a wife, okay, and a mother, and she takes care of the home, right? She does and fulfills her role as a traditional woman. Again, you know, there's not a lot of options out there to choose from nowadays, right? But hey, you know, that is what we define, okay? Strong black men define as a strong black woman, not Jasmine Crotchet and whatever stunt she's trying to pull. And to my knowledge, Miss Jasmine Crotchet isn't married and she doesn't have kids. Again, it should be no surprise, okay, there, okay? We all know why. Her ghetto ratchet behavior is just not desirable, right? It's not desirable among men. And again, you can see the situation that she's in right now, considering how, again, according to my knowledge, according to what has been put out there, she's not married and she doesn't have kids. Okay, nobody wants that, right? No man wants that. Okay, Jasmine Ratchet is good for 15 minutes, right? A quick pump and
dump, one night. Yeah, that's one night, and that's it. That man said 15 minutes. We'll give you 5. Some of them patriots say we'll give her 3. Some of them patriots say, hell no, we ain't touching it. Y'all too funny, man.
Dump, D and dash, right? That type of thing. But anything more than that, nah, we good, right? We're good. Okay, we don't want that. That's not what men desire, okay, at all. Okay, so she's not a good representation of the strong black woman at all.
Y'all know me, I wouldn't touch it. I'm just being honest. I wouldn't touch it. Yeah. And the same ones, they again, I'm not even gonna say that on camera because I ain't even gonna say it on camera. I'm gonna just continue.
Oh, okay. So with that being said, Bill Maher, okay, he's going to roast the Democrats, including Jasmine Ratchet, for their cringe behavior.
Was apropos of what's going on the left. And by the way, if you watch the speech, I saw mostly the clips of it, and mostly it was people in the audience, the guy with the cane, people with like paddles. Oh, there's the cane dude. And then there's, okay, we're you know, here's our pussy hat uniform. And these, you know, looks like you're at a auction signs. I mean, it was, John Fetterman called it a sad cavalcade of self-owns and unhinged petulance. I love him. I said he should run last week. The Democrats seem so lost. And here's Jasmine Crockett, who is, I thought, a big leader in the Democratic Party. Her quote is, "This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me the fuck up because I'm ready to get on with it." On with what would be my first question. And also, this is the way this is like how a podcaster talks or some shit. Fuck it, man. Can you imagine, I don't know, Obama saying, "Oh, man, dude, this shit is whack, and fuck it, slap me, I'm fucking over it." No, I mean, come on, man.
Also, there are
Hey, he's right, bro. Hey, listen, here's the thing. Democrats, again, when they're losing Bill Maher is bad, right? The Bill Maher types are the voters that Democrats should be trying to appeal to, okay? Because Bill Maher, in my opinion, still represents the old school liberal, even though Bill Maher, I think, is somewhat cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, just like the rest of the Democrats. He's just not as insane as the party is right now, okay, and the far left, right? So, yeah, I mean, Jasmine Ratchet, yeah, she's talking like a podcaster, okay? Democrats believe that their problem is not their policies or the fact that they don't have a real coherent message or the fact that they're Trump deranged. No. The problem is the fact that they're not doing social media enough, okay? They're not acting hip and cool enough, okay? They're not talking and slang enough. They're not cursing enough, right? That's what they believe the problem is, okay? And Jasmine Ratchet, you know, she didn't used to talk like this, okay? When she first started her career, she talked like a normal person.
Absolutely. First of all, it's good to see you in the new year. You know, no one could have told me that when I went down to Austin, now looks like a little bit over a year ago, that I would be running for Congress. It's just not what my plan was. But what I've always decided is that I would step up when there was a need.
Listen, he up there, he's hearing all kinds of nonsense and bullshit. Let me just be real. And we weren't gonna sit for that shit. We wouldn't, you know.
But when she called me and said, "I think it's time for me to retire, and you're the one that I believe should take my seat," I really was kind of caught off guard. I didn't anticipate that. If anyone knows anything about the Congresswoman, they know.
We showed up, and if he had some sense, then maybe we would have been about that life. But y'all know he ain't got no sense. So please give some love. This took a little bit of coordinating to do, for sure. We got some cool shirts.
You know, the congressional seat is over 4 times as large as my House seat. And I was just starting to get into the rhythm of doing constituent services and things like that. We got Madam Williams, who just happens to have the honorary seat. It's not even honorary because she's holding it down, y'all. But the legend himself, John Lewis, that is the seat in which she currently serves. So she honored his legacy. This is the message that she wanted to send today.
Y'all don't know what white privilege looks like, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of something.
It's a huge responsibility. You know, the congressional seat is over 4 times as large as my House seat.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at, calm down. Calm down.
No, because this is what y'all do.
And I was just starting to get into the rhythm of doing constituent services.
They send them to Texas, they send them to Florida. Every deplorable state that we can think about, they usually coming out of y'all's think tank.
There was someone that talked to me and said, in fact, a former ambassador in the Clinton administration.
Please calm
Don't
down.
tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all talk noise
down.
and then you're
out of control.
He said, Jasmine, what you have to realize is that if you are really going to make change, it's not going to be in the Texas House. He said, you did a great job playing defense, but you have a chance to play offense.
If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
I should just strike those words.
I have no idea what you
The
just said.
management, so to speak, changes. It's not just always one party that has everything.
You just voted to do
Y'all did it first, so you don't want to talk about
voted to do it.
Order.
He said if you really want to make real change, you really need to consider it.
Because if I
Look, Chairman,
come
can we
and
send her
talk
outside
shit
to take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Hey, is Jasmine Ratchet's act fake? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe she is fake. When she was a state congresswoman, okay, in Texas, she didn't talk like that, right? She didn't talk like the ghetto soul sister #1, right? That she does right now. Now that she's on the national stage and she's trying to fundraise, she's trying to get national attention. Maybe, who knows? She's trying to run for president. Now all of a sudden she's this ghetto queen, right? And you know, it just to me seems fake. It seems forced. She grew up going to private schools and stuff like that. I don't think she grew up in the hood, right? I don't think she grew up in the deep South where that type of accent, cadence, and language is more common, right? I don't think that's her. So, you know, I mean, Jasmine Ratchet here, she's embarrassing herself and she's embarrassing the Democrat Party. And you know it's bad when Bill Maher is calling you out for talking like a podcaster, right?
Yeah.
It's real bad for Democrats right now.
Elected members of Congress that, yes, well in the minority, it doesn't mean you have no power. The sort of idea of all you can do is a poorly orchestrated press conference or hold up the sign, it's not really true. Like, get creative with the House rules, see what you can do. I actually honestly don't hate the government shutdown idea. I think Democrats need to show that they're willing to play hardball. No one wins in a government shutdown, let's be clear. It's not good for the public, but they need some kind of an actual action beyond just whining outside of a federal building.
And
Okay, but
Alyssa Fair Griffin is wrong, right? Wrong as per the usual.
As usual. You know, the women on the spew, anywhere they go, you know, they go on CNN, they go here. Yeah, we know what to expect.
What actually needs to happen is Democrats should work with President Trump, right? They should sincerely work with President Trump on the agenda items that President Trump is popular with. And that would actually be what could fix the party. But because they refuse to do that, because they're Trump derangement, this is what they're going to do. They're going to continue to embarrass themselves. So again, don't listen to the Alyssa Fair Griffins of the world. Don't listen to the extremists. Democrats need to become less extreme and more serious. And that means working with the president. That's what it means.
wait a second. Wait a second.
Where the Democrats missed it is that they could have stood up and brought people in who have been affected by these policies in an incredibly negative way, and there's plenty of them, and talk to those folks and distribute it out so that they're talking to their neighbors.
Okay, I don't know. When the Democrats threaten to do it, it's always the end of the world. How can you do this when you shut down the government? You know, we don't pay our bills and all the rest of the shit that goes on, and you're going to crash the economy. But now it's okay.
No, I did not.
No, I'm talking.
I do not endorse the government shutdown.
Yeah.
I think everybody loses with the government shutdown. It's not the right thing to do, and so they should work together, hopefully in a bipartisan way, to come up with an agreement so that the government stays open, because it is a total waste of taxpayer money and services. It's Elon Musk on steroids. All the services go away.
The only pushback, and by the way, I agree it's not actually good for the country, but a political strategy standpoint, The Republicans control both chambers and the White House. Underscore that. Say, Mike Johnson, you need to find the votes.
That's true.
John Thune, you have to find the votes. Maybe at least take it to the edge as they often do, but there's got to be some sort of owning the power that you have in Congress, or then get out and have a podcast.
There isn't. You know what? People come to me all the time when I'm out, like at the Oscar party. They're, Bill, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I don't know. You're at the Oscar party. Have a great time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you're going to do. What are we going to do? Like, your life is falling apart, you fucking phony. No, but, you know, what are you going to do? Be a viable alternative. You can't do anything because you lost the election. You lost all three branches of government. Okay, so you actually, the only thing you can do is be somebody who, a party who, when the independent voter looks at the scene, says, oh, you know what? I don't like what Trump is doing, but these people are crazier.
Yeah. So you see that, you heard that. Again, I just think everybody's missing the mark here. Yeah. What Democrats need to do is to sincerely try to work with the president, right? Like, in a sincere way, especially when it comes to the issues that President Trump, again, is popular on, right? On those issues, Democrats should try to work with the president, okay? When it comes to the mass deportations, okay? What they really should do is lash out against the Democrats that have these sanctuary city policies, right? That's what they should be doing. They should be turning on the side of the party that is fostering extremism. That's what they should be doing. And they should be taking over the party and saying, no, we're going to take our party back from these extremists that have ruined our party. Because, again, the Democrats used to be a reasonable party. They used to be back in the 90s. But, you know, after Obama left office, and, again, it started to happen before Obama left office, to be honest with you. It started with Obama. Let's be real.
Let's be real.
But, yeah, I mean, especially after Obama left office, when Trump got into office, they turned into far-left lunatics, okay? And, you know, this is the result. Okay, complete and total embarrassment. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and